Most of the time when I tell someone what I'm getting my master's in, they've never heard of it. It's something that I wish I would have known about sooner in undergrad. I didn't find out about it until my senior year. And so I'm going to tell you guys about it. So this is for like pre-med students who don't know exactly what field of medicine they want to go into. And I don't know about you guys, but when I came into college, my understanding was my options were med school, PA, and nursing. And that's just not the case. And there's so much stuff out there. Interested in something in medicine, but don't know exactly what. This could be the career for you. So I'm getting a master's of medical science in anesthesia science. I'll start in the fall. It's 9 quarters long, so 1 quarter over 2 years. And then when I graduate, I'll take the boards. And when I pass those, I'll be a certified anesthesiologist assistant. Anesthesiologist assistant, or AA, is very similar to a PA, a physician's assistant, just on the anesthesia care team. Although you're working one-on-one with patients, you're not practicing fully independently. There'll always be an anesthesiologist within the hospital. Just within each OR is an anesthesiologist assistant, or depending on the hospital, sometimes CRNAs. The prerequisites are pretty similar to med school. You do have to take anatomy and physiology. You have to take biology, Gen Chem. I think most of them require OChem 1 and some of them 2. And then they're like highly preferred. You need to take physics 1 and 2. To have a competitive application, you're looking for above 3.7 GPA and above 3.6 science GPA. But in full transparency, like they told me at my interview that a lot of the people applying had 4.0s. School is pretty competitive, but it's also like they're looking at your whole entire application, your essay, your letters of recommendation, etc. You can use the MCAT or the GRE or both. I can't remember what's considered competitive, but it's all available online. Also need a certain amount of shadowing hours, which I don't think the minimum requirement is a ton, but you definitely want to apply with as many hours as possible. So for me, the appeal of this career as opposed to an anesthesiologist is there's a lot better work-life balance. From all the job like outlooks I've seen, it's between 7 to 10 weeks paid time off. You're starting your career at 26, 27 years old. There are people though who come into this career later in life. You're starting a lot sooner, in a lot less debt. It's what matters to you. So like if what matters to you is holding the highest education in the room, then this is not the career for you. Or if what matters to you is making the most money that you possibly can, then again, although this is a great paying career, not the career for you. But if you prioritize work-life balance, if you're comfortable in a mid-level profession, if you want to start your career sooner, if you know that that's another thing. If you know that you want to do anesthesia. For me, I really liked the routine of the OR. I liked the teamwork, like all of it just kind of aligned with how I work and I could envision myself there. So I knew I wanted to do anesthesia. Like I wanted to be in an OR practicing anesthesia. Now, the appeal of going to medical school or PA school is after you're in school, you can specialize. So if you're not sure what area of medicine you want to be in, then this wouldn't be it. This is you are only doing anesthesia. Now, there's variety. School setup is like the first year is pretty much all didactic with a little bit of clinicals. And then the second year is pretty much all clinicals with like quizzes and exams that prepare you for your boards. About those clinicals, X amount of OB hours. You'll have to get X amount of cardio, just all different like surgery specialties. So there is kind of differences there, but then it's variety is my understanding. The job you take on, like you could take on a job in a specialized area, or you could just take on like a anesthesia job and be like popping in and out of all sorts of different ORs, or you could work for like an anesthesia provider network where they're kind of just plugging you into different hospitals as needed. And just for financial transparency, the school that I'm going to is $120,000 across the whole entire duration. And then the like average job, it really depends on the state, but I was looking at jobs yesterday just to see average sign-on bonuses because I met with my financial advisors for paying for school. And the job specifically that I was looking at, somewhere between $250,000 to $300,000 a year. Sign-on bonus ranging from $50,000 to $100,000 a year. Some of them, the higher ones with stipulations of like a minimum of X amount of years commitment. I am an incoming student, so I'm definitely not like the most knowledgeable person about it because I haven't been in school and I haven't started practicing. But if you have more questions, I'd be happy to answer them.